the increased design, texture, pattern, goods, etc. Is the market for that expanding, would you say?
I say it is. Yeah, I think, I mean, I know there's a lot of textured type products, but it seems like the fastest growth is in the, more of the pattern, more of the stylish kind of areas like an LCL pattern or that subtle tonals and some of those flecks.
Yeah. In my very unscientific survey, a lot of the retailers that I've talked to, maybe it's just happenstance, but have designers on their payroll as salespeople. And they do a greater job, it seems like, in the more expensive carpet.
Yeah.
And there seems to be, I don't know, a substantial market. Whether that's growing or not, I can't say.
Yeah.
But that seems to be a popular tack that many retailers are taking.
Yeah, I can tell you this, and I started my career at retail all through high school and college. So a shout out to my good buddy Dave Griggs at Color World. And I can tell you this, that the amount of time that it takes to sell someone on a commodity product versus selling them on something that's a premium product is the exact same time. And I would rather spend my time trading that customer up on something that really is going to last for them, something that's going to be durable, it's going to be easy to clean, and all of the things that they want. It takes the same amount of time, and the reward to trading the consumer up is obviously much more beneficial to the retailer and that RSA on the floor.
Well, it seems like, too, once you get a consumer in a place where it's something they really like and really want, then price doesn't become as important. It's obviously important, but it's not as important as it would otherwise be, it seems to me.
That's exactly correct.
Forever Clean, is that going to change the way people look at carpet from now on out, do you think, or have that element to it?
I think it is. I think SmartStrand as a franchise will, we just celebrated our 10th anniversary. It's in over 7 million homes. The momentum and growth of SmartStrand continues to grow. I think the more that retailers embrace it, the more consumers come in contact with it, the more they learn about the benefits of it, is just going to make the franchise stronger and stronger over time.
Now, every survey I've ever seen, it seems, to deal with any floor covering, cleanability is way up there at the top of what consumers want out of floor coverings.
Yeah.
Is that changing the equation a good deal in the carpet business? And what I was getting at is people that you've talked to, say at surfaces, who are probably the last people to see Forever Clean, I suppose, that you've talked to.
Yeah.
Is that a big decider for them?
Well, I think so everything that we've done, we base on research, right? And one of the insights that we discovered through, the development of the Forever Clean process was this kind of emotional statement that the consumers would make. And they would basically say, when my carpet gets dirty, my house begins to feel dirty. And as my house begins to feel dirty, I get stressed. And when we then showed them the SmartStrand Forever Clean product and showed them how easy it was to clean and the fact that it had permanent stain protection and how soft it was and it was sustainable, all of a sudden it kind of changed the equation for them, and they're like, well, where do I buy it? Because that's what we want to do. We want to make sure that carpet really never gets dirty, or if it does get dirty, it's easy to clean. And that's really the benefit that we're bringing to the market. So it's going to have an impact, I think, long term. Okay.
The mindset of the retailers that you were talking to, and I know I'll preface that by saying last year, the year before, everybody was charged. They ran into surfaces, and we're going to knock them dead this year, and then it sort of flattened out.
Yeah.
And so realizing that that's what's happened more than once, what would you say the mindset of most of the retailers that you talked to was this time around?
Yeah, I mean, there's only two mindsets, right? It's the glass is half full or it's half empty. The good news is, even through the downturn from 2006 all the way to now, even when we were going through a lot of those changes, I would have to say the retailers were typically glasses half full. They would accept what's happening in the market, and they would adapt to it and try to overcome it. And I continue to see that. So I think the retailers overall are just optimistic. The glass is half full.
Does a floor covering retailer have to be optimistic, do you think, to be in the business? It seems like more than not they are. I mean, maybe the pessimists don't come to shows and I don't talk to them.
I don't know. I don't know if you have to be an optimist to be in business, but it certainly makes for a better day.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt, does it?
Yeah, that's right.
Mohawk upgraded its whole digital approach.
Yes.
And announced some really big and interesting things at Solutions. Talk about how you look at that whole digital approach and some of the things that you've been doing.
Okay, so for us, I mean, digital is a very important category. We've kind of been down this path over the last 3 years. We've invested heavily into digital, and the basic premise is that consumers are spending more time online, either getting educated, getting inspired, and they seem to be more in that sort of online digital space. And so what we're trying to do for our retail partners is connect with those in-market consumers that are spending time online, giving them the information that they need in a very focused way, and then being able to sort of guide them into our retail partner stores, right? And so we've come up with a whole series of tools. We started a couple years ago with our digital lead management tools, right? And all built around search engine marketing and basically online ads that would connect with the customer, offer them, give them an offer, an incentive, and then guide them into the store. And then what we kind of launched at Solutions this year were many more points to that. We had Realtor Connect, which is connecting real estate sales agents, about 250,000 of them, to the opportunity to provide Mohawk as a preference for flooring, and then we would send those leads into our retail stores. We had Home Advisor. There's a whole series of things that we've done to try to build those lead generation opportunities. And at the end of the day, number one, it's working. Number two, the retailers that are benefiting from it want us to even do more. They've invested on their side into the whole program because I think they recognize also consumers are shopping differently than they did before. So we're excited about what we're offering.